trains active frames. Alright, so yeah, I don't think that's very reliable. Anyway, sorry. We were testing the getting counter hit on a throw. It looks like if the move hits on the active frame of the throw, it might counter hit.
It's hard to like make happen, but it can happen.
Yeah, we might practice that a bit later. But yeah, so we were on to movement as a defensive tool. So movement is a super good defensive tool because it can make opponents whiff by backdashing away from them or sidestepping around. Yes, sidestepping around. Right. Yeah, so we've talked a lot about like defensive type of movement in movement tutorial. So we're not going to cover a whole lot of it here. But basically, if you try to keep out of their effective range with backdash canceling, and if you're up close, oftentimes sidestepping is a better option to get around the pokes. Because pokes tend not to track as well. And backdashing pokes doesn't tend to get away from them. Tell you unless you like backdash 3 or 4 times. But they can always move forward faster than you can move back. So sidestep up close, use backdashing to maintain distance when you already have it. Yeah, and really, if you want more information on the on how to do movement, how to think about movement, go take a look at the movement tutorial. But I did want to put it out as an option for defense because it's a super important one. Probably, I'd say it's actually one of the most important parts of your defense. Because if they can't hit you, then you don't need to worry about blocking or dealing with other stuff. Is there anything specific you would like to mention on movement as a defensive tool?
Yes, the movement, you'll find that people like me like to just mash in your face all day. And like I was talking about with low pokes and negative frames, usually moving when people are negative frames is like one of the most a really important thing. That's when your side steps usually are clean. When people try to attack you off the negative frame. So that's important.
But also when you're if your opponent is in positive frames, movement is safer than pressing buttons.
Yeah.
I can't even move after that.
Oh, he's +4. Oh, so like if I tried to like really bully him or something, he could easily get out the way. 3.
I should be able to step after. Or not 2-1, but what about 1? Right. Yeah, so I guess at plus, if you're -4, then sometimes moving might be problematic, depending on what they're doing.
But he still counts because usually there is a chance where you might get counter hit trying to hit a button, which is way worse than getting punched trying to move. Because like I said, if I really tried something else fat, I'd probably miss. But it's the safest option.
And if he's using his +4 for a jab, then I won.
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about there.
That means he's not using his plus frames.
Have some fun, nurse.
Alright. So anyways, I guess so for more information on how to move and thought processes behind movement, take a look at the Art of Movement tutorial on the Seattle Tekken YouTube channel. So next, let's talk about